Today on Lucky Dog, a young terrier mix is alone in the shelter and displaying anxiety.
She's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is.
She might be just what the doctor ordered for a man coping with his own anxiety.
Being hit really hard with the pandemic, my anxiety has been through the roof.
Keep skating around.
Okay.
The wheels are in motion for her adoption.
Good job, Paris.
But first, she'll have to learn to leave her worries behind.
I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible. I'm Eric Weesey, and this is my wife, Rashi. And we've dedicated our lives to saving the lonely, unwanted dogs that are living without hope. Our mission is to make sure that these amazing animals find a purpose, a family, and a place to call home. Today, one dog will be saved, and one family will have a new best friend. This is Lucky Dog.
Presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. It's a nice Southern California day, so Eric and Rashi head outside to take advantage of the weather.
Rashi and I have decided to take Winston and Estelle on a little hike just to get our dogs out of the house and get into nature.
Good job, Winston.
Good job, big guy.
Stella really enjoys just sitting on my back and enjoying the view. Winston really enjoys walking with us. And while we were on our hike, I got a text from the shelter. The shelter just texted about a puppy they found as a stray. It's a 10-month-old puppy. Her name is Paris. They mentioned she's really timid and shy. I can only imagine how scared she is, being only 10 months old. What do you think?
Guys, what do you think? Let's go get her, okay? All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Eric heads to the shelter, where he quickly finds Paris.
Hey. Hey, Paris. How you doing? You look like you're ready to come out. What do you think? Can I come in?
The 10-month-old terrier mix is happy to have a visitor.
Oh, thank you for the kiss.
Eric can see that she's anxious to be in the shelter, so he doesn't waste time in getting her out.
All right, you ready to go? Let's go. Let's go.
To make sure there's no underlying health condition causing her anxiety, Eric schedules a vet visit.
Today, Eric is bringing in Paris, a female terrier mix. I did notice she was a little bit shy and nervous as well. Hey, Eric, this must be Paris.
This is Paris.
Oh, sweet little girl. What is she in for today?
Well, I just picked her up from the shelter, and they did mention that she was having bouts of separation
Oh,
anxiety,
gosh.
so
Poor baby.
yeah, just a little timid. I mean, right now she seems okay, but I've definitely seen it, especially on the way here.
Oh, okay. So I will go ahead and examine her, make sure she's nice and healthy, and give you some recommendations.
Great.
We'll start off looking at her head. We'll check her ears to make sure she doesn't have any kind of ear infection, inflammation, any debris in there. Those look nice and clean. I'm checking her little eyes and make sure that they look nice and clear. No discharge, redness, or squinting. All of that looks nice and normal. So the teeth, we're checking for tartar buildup, any sores, inflammation. She does have quite a bit of tartar.
Yeah.
And can definitely use a professional dental cleaning in the future. All of that feels normal, no signs of inflammation or anything like that. She has a beautiful little coat. And we'll check her joints as well and make sure that there's no abnormalities there. Little girl. I'm gonna feel her belly just to make sure there's no pain or discomfort. She's being very good. Last thing we'll do is listen to her heart. Good girl. That sounds nice and healthy. No abnormal rhythm or any heart murmurs.
Good.
Lungs sound clear. So overall, she appears to be in very good health.
Great.
All in all, Paris is a healthy dog, but because she's been living in a shelter that can be stressful to dogs, I recommended a behavioral supplement called Soliquin. Soliquin can help support balanced behavior and relaxation.
Oh, okay.
It comes in the form of a chew. Based on her size, she would get 1 chew per day.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
Is she ready to train?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're very
Avalon.
welcome. You guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk to your veterinarian before providing any health supplements to your pet. Back at the ranch, Paris begins her fresh start with a warm bath.
There we go.
Followed by a new uniform, a bronze medal that she'll wear throughout her basic training.
Oh, there we go. All right. I got you. Check it out.
To help Paris acclimate to her new environment, Eric first introduces her to the empty training yard. Once she's settled, he brings in another dog.
You guys make a good match.
And then he brings in another human, Rashi.
Hi, Paris. So cute.
Yeah, she's adorable.
Paris is introduced to additional ranch residents. She gets along well with her new friends, but she seems particularly attached to humans.
You just want to be held, don't you?
He's already attached.
Eric and Rashi make note that she'll do well with an adopter who is looking for a constant companion. While Eric continues bonding with Paris, Rashi uses her background in social work to look for a potential adopter. And a young man living in Los Angeles, California looks like a good match.
I'm Bradley. I'm from Blue Springs, Missouri. I grew up with two brothers, my mom, my stepdad, and we had two loving dogs. We had Gracie and Coco. Coco was a beagle, Gracie was a mixed breed, and they were the best dogs ever.
Gracie and Coco passed away a few years ago, and Bradley misses them every day.
It was really hard to say goodbye to your best friends growing up. You miss those cuddles and those kisses and those hikes and walks and playing.
Bradley moved to Southern California 5 years ago.
I live in downtown Los Angeles, and before the pandemic, I was a restaurant server.
The past year has been difficult for him. Being alone in quarantine and dealing with the uncertainty around COVID and his job has led Bradley to have anxiety and panic attacks.
I didn't know what to do. I did go see a doctor, and they recommended the emotional support animal.
Bradley hopes that a dog will give him companionship and help him get outside and be active again.
I really love a dog that's just ready to go out there and go on an adventure and enjoy life.
Before Eric can determine if Bradley and Paris are a good fit, he'll have to do an assessment.
Today, we're going to be assessing Paris's knowledge of the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
What about a sit? All right, we'll work on that sit. What about a down? Let's see if we got a down. It's okay, we'll work on that down. How about a leave it? How's your impulse control? Non-existent, it's okay, that's a treat.
Although Paris doesn't know any of the cues, she shows promise on the stay cue.
Yes, not bad.
We are going to have a lot of work to do with Paris. It's going to be fun, though, because she just wants to learn and please, and I think we're going to have a lot of good times.
Let's go.
Coming up, Eric and Rashi talk with a potential adopter and learn how a new dog could help him.
My anxiety has been through the roof, and I really think the dog will help.
10-month-old Paris was found on the streets as a stray. When Eric first met her, she seemed rather anxious, so he has focused on bonding with the dog in an effort to earn her trust. Rashi has been working hard as well, trying to find Paris a good home.
I just got off the phone with someone that I think is going to be a great fit. He in particular is looking for an emotional support animal, and I just know she just loves to be in your arms and in your lap. I think it's really going to help him, and I think she's going to really love the attention.
All right, well, I'm excited to meet him.
The next day, Eric and Rashi sit down to chat with Bradley.
Hey, Bradley, how's it going?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. We're very excited to learn more about you. What do you do for a living?
I am a restaurant server right around the corner from my apartment. It's a very convenient walk to work, so that's been great.
Tell us more about your apartment.
The unit itself is a studio apartment with a kitchenette, elevator, 5th floor. Not very large, but it's quaint and affordable for me.
You mentioned you're a restaurant server. That must be tough during this time.
Yeah, early March was when we kind of got the news that we were let go.
Why is now a good time for you to get a dog?
I think being hit really hard with the pandemic and losing my job, my anxiety has been through the roof. Little fits of panic attacks have happened.
I remember learning that I had lost my job, not having an income. I did freak out and had a panic attack. I didn't know what to do. I broke.
I did go see a medical professional, and they thought that it would be a good idea to get an emotional support animal to help those negative feelings and anxiety.
I am all for emotional support animals for people. ESAs can do wonders for the mindset, and it gives you a task. You're taking care of something, so it gives you purpose.
I grew up with dogs, and I've loved them my whole life. I had 2 growing up, Coco and Gracie.
Unfortunately, Gracie and Coco both passed away a couple years ago. And living by yourself, you miss those cuddles and those kisses, and it's been hard with that transition without them.
Living by yourself in a time where you can't really socialize or even really see family, I do see the need for an animal that can give them some companionship. What kind of dog are you looking for?
Because my apartment is a little smaller, I really want a smaller dog. Great personality, loving, of course.
What are your hobbies?
Before the pandemic, I was more active with going to the gym. I was taking ballet, tap, jazz. I bought a bike. I bought rollerblades.
Bradley mentioned that he loves to travel down to San Diego or Palm Springs, and then he'll also go back to Missouri, Kansas City area and fly. So I need to make sure that he's able to travel with his new dog. We recently rescued a dog. We're still getting to know her, but I think it may be a good fit. But can we keep you posted on the progress?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I'm really excited for this. You know, there's hope. You know, there's light at the end of this tunnel.
Coming up next,
You ready for this?
Eric puts Paris's impulse control to the test.
Leave it.
If you are 18 or older looking to adopt a dog in the LA area and want to be on the show, write to us at cbsluckydog@gmail.com. Tell us why, and you might be selected. 10-month-old Paris is adjusting to life outside of the shelter. To help ease the transition, Eric spends several days bonding with her. He also gives the dog her behavioral support supplements.
Oh, good job. All right, let's go.
Once Eric feels that Paris is ready to train, he begins work on the 6 classic cues, which are sit, stay, down, come, leave it, and loose leash walking.
Yes.
Eric starts with the sit cue.
All I'm doing is taking a treat. I'm luring over the back of her head. And once that little furry butt touches the ground, I say yes and reward. Sit.
Paris is a fast learner, and it doesn't take long for her to start sitting on cue.
Okay.
Eric moves on to the leave it cue.
The goal of leave it is just for a dog to lose focus on what you want them to lose focus on.
You ready for this?
What we want to do is make sure that she's consistently looking away.
Yes.
Every time I offer my fistful of treats to her, and then once she does that, I'll start to open my hand.
Yes.
Then we can start to add the word leave it.
Leave it. Yes. Leave it. Yes. Oh, so good. Yeah.
Paris carries her momentum inside as she learns the down cue.
Yes. And she's actually spreading herself out and going right down into that down position, and I say yes and reward. Yes.
Good job.
Then I'm able to start at that hand signals.
Yes.
And she just is doing great. I mean, she's really, really, really smart. And then I knew I was able to introduce the word down.
Down. Yes. Good job, Paris. Down.
So now it's just going to be repetition and consistency with her to make sure that it's going to be reliable.
With training going well, Eric takes a break to review photos of Bradley's studio apartment with Rashi.
It's as he described. She's a small dog, so I think this will work really well for her. Nice and cozy.
He lives in a very dog-friendly community, so I think she's gonna love that.
No, I think it's perfect.
Eric gives the green light on Paris's future home and resumes her training.
Paris, come.
Paris continues to excel. Not only does she come when called,
Stay.
but she also learns the stay cue. Soon, Paris has mastered all 6 classic cues.
Yes.
She's graduated from basic training, which means that she's earned her silver medal.
All right. Silver medal.
Coming up,
We're born to skate.
Paris gets a chance to step outside of her comfort zone. Lucky Dog is presented by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements.
Okay, Paris, come.
10-month-old Paris has passed basic training, mastering all 6 classic cues. Now it's time for Eric to focus on training that is specific to her future adopter. Bradley loves to travel and wants to bring his new dog with him, so Eric prepares Paris for life on the road.
You're the best puppy. You're the best. All right, here we go.
He conditions her to long car rides.
Oh, the best puppy.
And then he acclimates her to an air travel carrier.
Oh.
So I take the case, I fill it with treats, so it starts off on a positive foot.
Good job, Paris.
Then I just start tossing treats in, having the dog go in and out, in and out, in and out. And then I start to open the top part of the case. So I just gently place her into that case. If she stays in, she gets a reward. Yes. I was able to then zip the side of the crate up and then pick her up and carry her, and she seemed to settle right away.
Good job, Paris.
And I was able just to kind of carry her around our training space.
Over time, Paris proves to be the perfect puppy passenger, and Eric feels that she's up for a new challenge, one that may require a need for speed.
Bradley mentioned to me that he really enjoys rollerblading, so I want to make sure that Paris is comfortable with something like this.
What are these guys?
So I introduced Paris to the rollerblades first. I wanted to make sure that it didn't frighten her or she didn't show any signs of distress. So then I wanted to have Rashi put them on.
It's gonna take little steps, little baby steps right by us, and I'm just gonna treat her.
Paris didn't seem to care at all.
She doesn't even notice me.
Nope, just wants the treats. Now that I know she doesn't really care, I think she's ready for the street.
Come on, Paris.
I'm just going very slowly.
Good job.
And because she already knows how to walk on leash, she kind of just picked up with that same mentality.
I love her trot.
Yeah.
I actually think she really enjoys the new speed we're going. Now I want to see how she does in a park.
You're born to skate.
And man, were we shocked at how much she enjoyed this. The faster, the better for her. It was just really cool to see her go through this transformation, this really shy dog, now me rollerblading with her next to me. So I think Bradley's really gonna enjoy her in this new adventure.
Coming up,
What?
Paris and Bradley get a fresh start.
There was Paris. She was everything I was looking for.
Point Health Supplements. Not long ago, Paris was stuck in the shelter and facing an unknown future. But her luck turned around when Eric and Rashi rescued her. Now that she's ready to go to her new home, it's time for Rashi to say goodbye.
Can we say bye, Paris? There we go.
Miss Scruffy. I got to watch Paris going from being timid to running at full speed while we were rollerblading with her tail wagging. And as much as it's bittersweet, I'm really happy that she is going to her forever family. Have a happy life.
All right, got her. All right, let's go, Paris.
Today I'm taking Paris to the park to meet her new dad, Bradley. Now, I want to surprise Bradley, so I actually picked a bench where I knew he was going to be rollerblading.
What?
Is that him?
Hey!
Look who it is.
I saw Eric and there was Paris, you know, a little scruffy, small little terrier dog, and I was really excited to see her. Yes, you're so cute.
Paris.
She was everything I was looking for. She's funky, she's fun, she has a nice personality, she seems very loving.
After Bradley got acquainted with Paris a little bit more, I wanted to show him what we had been working on.
Put this loop of the leash through your right wrist, and then you're gonna hold pretty close to the harness and the lead, so right about here. So I'm gonna give you that loop. We just don't want her to cross in front of you or cross behind you, okay?
Okay.
We'll just take it nice and slow, okay? Come on, Paris. Good.
Come on. Eric made sure that I was really comfortable with guiding her, and she stayed on my left side, and then even when I turned, I was able to still be in control.
Come on. And back this way.
Come on, good girl.
I asked him to skate about 40 yards away and skate back to us, and Paris went right to his left, and as he was skating, she was just running right next to him.
Good girl.
It was really cool to see them warm up to each other and then to see Paris walk right next to him while he was skating. So I'm just really excited that he has this new little furry friend to spend his days with.
What do you think, Bradley?
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's awesome. I just have one more thing for her gold graduation medal.
Ah, she did it.
There we go.
With Paris's graduation complete, it's time for Eric to say goodbye.
All right, Paris. You're gonna have a good life, okay? Thank you. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave you guys to it, okay?
All right, thank you so much.
Take care of her, all right?
All right, will do.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye. Say bye.
Paris going from this shy dog in the shelter system to rollerblading alongside Bradley, that's one of the main reasons why I do this. I just want to make sure that these guys have the best life possible.
Having Paris there will really help my life. You wake up, you see a loving face. You go to bed, you see a loving face. And I'm really excited to have Paris go on this new journey with me.
From hopeless to a home. That's our mission. One dog at a time.